Hello guys, welcome to this section. Right, on this very aspect, we'll be covering important features of Instagram. Right, on the previous section, we saw so much about Instagram already, and this one will be covering these features, which are very important on your journey of growing your Instagram brand. Right, number one here is content. Second here is hashtags. We have tags. We have geo tag. We have mentions, and so and etc. Right? We have others, but then we'll be covering this before we move into the other features. Right? Now, for content, we know content consumable, anything that is consumable, right? It could be video content, it could be image content, it could be text based and so on. But on Instagram, the only content, just like we covered in our previous sections, Instagram works with visuals, so you cannot post written content alone. It must come with visual representation. So it is either an image content or a video content on Instagram, right? And content is a very it's a way to grow and increase your brand reach, right? You could use content to communicate your brand, your product, your services, your offer, to engage with people, to build relationship, and to also convert them into sales. Very important, right? And this content could be in form of educational content, right? Where you educate, you teach people about something that will help and enhance customer relationship, building trust, and so on, right? It could be entertaining, right? You can entertain people using your brand, though the kind of content you create is dependent on your brand. But then, these few ones that I'll be listing out, they work with any brand that has to do with business related, right? Educational content works with a business, it works with every brand, right? Entertainment also works with every brand. You can entertain people in line with your brand. You can teach people with entertainment. You can sell a product with entertainment. It could be funny, it could be memes, and so on, right? Then it could be also in form of inspirational content. You can inspire people with your content, and that way you can enhance your brand uh, growth as you build more relationship with people, right? Then promotional content. The end goal of every business is to make sales, is to make returns on investment. So you can use promotional format of content. You can create content and promote what you do. You may not necessarily say directly, but you can talk about the product, talk about the benefit of a product. You are indirectly promoting that product, right? Now, it is good you always in research before you get ideas and inspirations on what to create. You don't just jump into creating, but you can get ideas from brands that are really doing well in your industry, in your niche. You can use the Instagram, explore Instagram feeds and research what they are doing, see what similar brands are doing, and see to how you can get inspirations and ideas from them so that you can get better while you replicate what they do or you learn from what they do, right? And the end goal of Instagram marketing is to make sales on either your product or your service, right? And to achieve that, you have to build what? Your audience. You have to build your audience and build a deep relationship with them. And that's why the use of this content it's very essential. And the other format of content is also user-generated content. Now, when a customer creates the content instead of the brand, that's where it is referred to as user-generated content. For instance, somebody can use, or an audience or a customer can use your product and decide to make a video or post about the product, or maybe they bought a cloth from you or they bought a shoe or whatever. They decided to put on that and maybe post the picture or whatever. These are user generated content. You can repost them to your brand. You can reshare them to your brand. That way, it also builds more trust. If people use your product, it means people trust you. Others will consider that and may want to patronize you. It's very important. So you can share them, mention them as a reward. You can mention this customer on your profile, tag them, and in a way you are promoting them, but you are indirectly sharing your content. That is what user generated base, right? And you can also ask for right to share. Ask them so that you can share it. Don't just share, but ask them before you proceed to sharing it, right? So that's that for content, right? The next one is what? Hashtags. Hashtags are a very important way to also grow our Instagram profile, and that's what we are going to cover on the next video.